Well, a fine good morning. Well, it's just on noon, Andy. Yes. It's the 8th day of September 24. I had to raise my voice for the passing vehicles, but I'm in the smog lane. And it's dull and misty down the valleys, but the sun's broke at higher elevation, as I would always expect. There was pockets of mist just sitting there just a few moments ago when I parked up, but they've gone. You know, whisper, they're gone. But the reason I'm here today is Rowan Berries. And these of course, I mean, I've got to speak very loud, bloody traffic. This is the docking, and if you take these, they're dry now. I've showed you this in the summertime, they're now dry, and add them to bread mixtures or your porridge or soups. Anything you want, even to yogurts. That's full of goodness there. So I'll be taking that whole stock. I'll just snip it and take it with me. I've got a big container, and I'll stick all the rounds in there. Best not got too much any, but because you've not got enough jars, I don't think. We'll make do, but I've got plenty of sugar, water and fuel for cooking them. I might do this tomorrow. Well, I'll have to do it tomorrow anyway. We'll pick today, we'll prep everything up, and then we'll cook tomorrow and get it ready. What a fabulous place to be to pick your berries. Of course, a lot of nosy bastards will be passing in the motor cars going, oh, what's he doing? What's he got that we've not? What's he doing? You can't eat them. All that sort of conversations as they pass. To hell with them all. But I'll snip that, and that'll be my well, I've got some in the house, of course, but I'll take that today. And what else have we got? Any? I got a tick bite in Argyllshire yesterday when I was up at Dalmally. Not in Dalmally, I have to say. I think it was in Glenorchy I got it when I stopped at the river. But I'll get a poultice onto it, and we'll get that removed. So this is what we want. This is the Rowan, and as I say, I'll take what I need. I'll thank the tree. Obviously speak to the fairies beforehand, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. Look at these fine berries. So these will go into a Rowan Jelly, and there's a good crop. I'll take so much from this tree, move along, because the birds will know that it's here, and they don't want to be left short either. So but so this is the first Rowan I've made since 2021. So I'm looking forward to this little setup. Now we have the inversing cloud once again reappearing, and that of course is up towards the top of the Scurran. And it's lovely just when you're walking around up in the mist when it's like that. It's perfect. It really is. It's lovely to look down on it. And I mean, this is ideal hill walking weather, of course, but I mean, I can't do everything. I've got to get on with what I've got to do. But so these well, there's an abundance of rowan in this little section. I want to stay away from the road as much as possible, but we've got a lot of rowan to choose from, and if there's one benefit of the deforestation here, it's the rowans have managed to climb high into the sky and produce wonderful berries. And I love this stuff. It's a fantastic jelly for stews and in your porridge, even boiling water if you've got a tickly cough or something else, just feeling under the weather in the winter. Boiling water, and I mean, I'll tell you all about it. So I've been picking randomly for the last 15 minutes and getting a good stock. Any leaves or stalks, these will come out, and any of the bad berries, they get discarded. I mean, you have to wash all this, you see, and don't eat them raw. But as you can see, the clouds have enveloped around. It's all rising up from the valley. Whatever. We're happy here, Andy. We're doing what we like doing. And as I say, it's very peculiar looking at a forager. Well, I find it quite amusing because they haven't a clue what you're doing. Standing in the bloody middle of round trees. They can't see this, you see. And they don't know what you're up to. But it's fine just getting a decent camel autumn day. We'll get these ones over here next, Annie. I've already thanked the fairies, you see. There's an abundance on these trees, and picking lower down is fine because obviously we can't reach up high, but the birds can. So there's plenty for all, you see. So the mist is returning. It's up at a certain elevation you get clearance, but anyway, I've picked all this lot. I didn't need these, but that's for my clipping that other thing. But I bring them just in case, you see. What I've done is I've picked a few pounds of Rowan. I don't want to take too much, because what happens is then you get bogged down, because all this has got to be all the stalks have got to be removed, and you don't want to spend a whole day just doing that. So, and you've got to consider all this has got to go into a pot and be stewed down. So if you get too many, it's actually double the work. So you can always come and get more and do the repeat process, and then takes the pressure off, you see. So we'll get another 5 minutes, Annie. Yeah, we'll get another 5 minutes and then off the big tree, and then I was over there as well. As I say, you want to go to every tree. Never ever strip a plant of all its fruit. Never ever do that. It doesn't even matter if it's strawberries in your own garden. Always leave one for the mouse, one for the fairies. So the farmers are sowing their crops. They always know that they're going to have to feed the pigeons and the seagulls and crows, you see. Delightful day to be out though. It's a real foraging day, early autumn. Absolutely gorgeous. And so calm and peaceful, and apart from obviously the passing cars, but yes, it's very, very nice indeed, Andy. So let's just do another 5 minutes of picking, and we'll get down and prepare this lot, shall we? Of course, in many of my previous foraging trips in the history of me doing this, I seem to be walking miles with a great big shoulder bag stacked with all the berries. But I don't normally pick so close to a main road, but I was just far enough away for these berries to be affected. I've taken a little bit more from this side because they're absolutely, perfect berries. And after another frost, after another bit of rain and frost, these will start to turn black. There's only a short window to get them when they're ripe. It applies to all fruits actually, and if you leave it too long, even if you say, "Oh, we'll leave it another week or something," and then you get heavy rain, there's not much enjoyment picking when it's teeming down with rain. You understand me? So I'll leave that one for the blackbirds. I'll get some more from that other side, and then we'll get a couple more sprigs here, Annie, and that should do from this tree. And we've got several pounds of really decent berries, and then these will get all separated and washed, and I'll show you that at home, of course. So just this to go, and that's why I carry my secateurs, and that will be added to my porridge and my soup. Alright, so I'm at home. It's about 5.5 hours later. I had so much to get on with today myself. But there's no rush. These I'll keep for a couple of days anyway, but I'll get them done. Well, at least the first batch. What I do is, it's all about organisation. So I've got a clean basin, and what I do is I take off the stalk, you see, and don't worry if it gets wet because they're going to get washed anyway. That's the point. So you take off the stalks here, you just keep the berry. You can use a fork. A fork's quite handy for taking them off, but anyway, you go down and just take them, and any of the any bad ones at all, you know, like this, you don't want that. So you just discard them. I put everything in a little tub here, and it goes into recycle. So what I do is get this basin as you know, at least filled, and then weigh up the berries, and we'll make a start on the first batch tomorrow in the morning, and then we'll do a second or third batch as we need. That's the easiest way to do it. There's a lot of berries here, of course, but you know, this will keep me going for 2 or 3 years now. Certainly right through the winter and all next winter. So there's a bad one there, you see. See that brown one? You don't want that. So it's hard work, and obviously you don't want any leaf. And the purpose for that is this will be all stewed down and put through a strainer. But all we want is the wonderful Rowan berry juice, and that's what makes the syrup and eventually the jelly. So there we go. I hope you can see in this poor light. So that number 8. That was number 8. Yes. Very interesting patterns you can make. You can spend your whole night just making patterns and enjoying yourself that way. A new game. But yeah, so there's a lot of berries and a lot of work to get ahead with, so I shall cut off and I'll pick you up in the morning when I'm ready to make the first batch, okay? What time is it? 6:45, Annie? No, it's 6:30, so. It's 6:30. So, yes.